stronger than fear. A little hope is effective.
We could do it, you know. Take off, live in the woods.
A lot of hope is dangerous.
I volunteer!
Hope.
The time has come.
Welcome and happy Hunger Games.
So, Asawin, what's really interesting about this is because the film is getting a lot of attention, and of course it's a science fiction dystopian type film. It has love story elements and a big Hollywood blockbuster, but if you dig a little bit deeper, you say that there could be some political allusions buried in there that may have some connection to what we're seeing in the real world.
Well, I haven't written that exactly, but it's hard to avoid. I mean, the movie, at least certain shades of it, are unavoidably political. There are themes of income inequality, the rights of the individuals and the majority of the population being stripped away by a repressive state. And basically, I described the movie as North Korea, but with white people and better reality TV. Nicole Allen wrote this good piece in The Atlantic that called Katniss, the protagonist in the film, sort of the populist hero that Occupy couldn't offer. She's strong, this feminist central figure. So I mean, I get the temptation to compare the themes of the movie to Occupy Wall Street. But really, if you think about its themes of totalitarianism, poverty, income inequality, it's really just, you can compare it to so many works of literature, film. So.
And Asawin, what's really interesting to me is actually there might be more of allusions or themes that you can draw and compare to what we've seen with the Arab Spring and countries, Libya and Syria going on right now, where you do have a centralized elite and a very disparate population that is rising up against it and in some ways being crushed, as we're seeing in Syria, by the government. But then is there something that teenagers here in the U.S., when they're reading these books or watching this film, is there something that they can then take from this book? If they identify with Katniss and these things, can we say, well, actually, this is a good way to talk about other political issues?
Well, certainly that does happen eventually. I mean, everybody wants to make the clever analogy. Like, I remember when V for Vendetta, the film adaptation of the popular graphic novel, came out a few years ago. There were a lot of people saying it was, the whole thing was a metaphor for the Bush administration and the police state that people perceive to be coming around them in the United States. Obviously, the whole thing's just basically an allegory for fascistic rule. But I suppose young kids, they like to take whatever they can out of movies they see, books they read. If they read Charles Dickens, they'll probably get the same.
Okay, well, let's continue talking about this Hunger Games issue, but you've heard enough from us, and now we want to hear from you.